Hey, folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play. Oh, I might have too many people. That's not what the episode is. I'm saying too many people on animal handling, but no, we seem to be okay. Let's play RimWorld. It is our Star Truckers run, and we are indeed taming some muffaloes here to try to get some meat so we can make some pemmican, so that we can be ready to go and raid a site to get a grav core, so we can up our limit over here and get some grav tiles. Actually, we could also, we don't need. We could start making grav tiles if we sent a shuttle to space to an asteroid. That's definitely a possibility. I don't know what I want to get next. No one's paired off, right? Like, I'm pretty sure we don't have any couples. Or no, that's not true. Roger and Jack are a couple, but I think even though we've got encouraged, if I'm not wrong, yeah, the age is a little high, so we're probably not going to get baby out of this. Although we could do some IVF. You know, I've never done IVF-y things. Do we want to do that? Oh, yeah, you know what? I will cancel this caravan hitching spot. Mostly because I don't want the muffaloes to be eating this stuff. Okay, we got a little bit of meat from one of our hunts, which should enable some pemmican to be made. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Excellent. You'd have to walk through, I was going to say 2 doors. This one is held open, so it's not too bad to do the cooking. And yeah, it's probably fine. Not as space efficient as other things we've done before, but it'll be just peachy keen. All right, let's go and put a slaughter on that muffalo. Combat supplier. Hello. Roger, if you would be so kind. Trade, growth fats is done. I don't think we need it. I mean, we'll just grab whatever. Tell you what, I'll take the auto cannon turret because we're going to want the uranium slug turret. Area revealed, probably just a, little 1x1 area. Nothing to write home about. Combat supplier. I don't think we need to buy medicine. Okay, we got our cores. That's great. I'll sell off the ambrosia. And we're going to keep a little goju supply just in case it turns out we need it. We don't need the smoke shells. I don't tend to use the jump pack stuff. We're going to sell this. Toxic resistance is handy, but I don't think we're going to need it. We could sell off a little bit of beer, of course. Assault rifles. Okay, so we could sell these if I was worried about using them. Maybe I'll just keep one. Are they both one shot? Because this is a one shot, right? Single use limitation. Is the triple rocket launcher... Yeah, also single use. You know, we'll keep them this time around. Keep the EMPs. Do I keep this? Maybe I just keep this. This might be, yeah, pretty minimal trade. Ooh, the Awoken Warriors just find out about. Okay, unique masterwork weapon is very exciting. You know, we could pretend that these are super bad guys, and it's like, oh, we're doing people a favor by dealing with them. It's a little dubious. Tempted by the masterwork weapons. I mean, sometimes it's the masterwork revolver. So, limited excitement. I don't know if we'll do that. Okay, so yeah, we don't want to butcher the muffaloes too quickly. We want to make sure we don't have a overflow of too much meat, and some of it might rot away. But yeah, we want to make a bunch of pemmican. And we will go and raid for a grav core for sure. We may have to build a little temporary base wherever we go. We might want to bring a little bit of wood with us to be able to do that. We'll see. There we go. Mech gestators are going, which is great. Research is happening. Yeah, the stockpile is still a little out of the way, but so be it. I guess I could go. I mean, I don't know how many of the actual panels we've got. What category does that go under? Is it this one? Oh, did we use? We might have used all of our panels, actually. Or I'm just missing what category it might be under. Okay, why are you eating? This is the thing that always happens. Why? I don't want to have to manage the food policy. Okay, well, I guess instead of default, then I put you all on paste. Except for the raw runs. And force you to stick to paste now. It means I have to manage my away teams. It does enable other things. Like, I might want to be... I mean, don't eat kibble even if you get desperate. And I think that's the only time you would. Don't eat raw stuff. Don't eat the baby food. You can have chocolate. Sure, those are allowed because they'll be monitored by other things. Don't eat raw resources. Although, this is useful to put on, like, I don't think our humans will eat this because it's not allowed. In fact, no human would eat this, and it allows other things. But don't eat, like, a raw corpse. Just because we might be low on pace. Like, the power's out for a second, so let me go and eat a corpse. No, don't do that. But don't eat the pemmican. That's what we're trying to avoid. It would be nice to be able to set priorities in the food policies, but again, I don't know if that's, I'm not truly asking for that. Do we just go and mine some vaxstone? And we're still going to be at our grav engine limit. And we're going to get grav plates when we do go and raid the next site. But it would just be a brief trip. I mean, I don't know if we've got... No, we don't have a mineable asteroid in range. I'm betting I can... Like, to approach, can I send a shuttle on a trade mission to go here? Like, maybe they balk at a full ship, but maybe I can send a shuttle. Not that I really am set up to trade anything, so I'm not going to worry about it right now. Oh, no. I was going to say, didn't we have a plasteel site to mine? No, I did that. And then I've tuned you to gold now. Yep, so we're going to wait for us to find the gold. And then we'll go and mine that, and we'll be able to start making some advanced components again. Right, I'd set up a job to do 3 vac suit helmets for our miners. And I think that's a good idea. Even though we have the marine armor tech right now, I think getting 3 of the basic vac suits is exactly what we need to do, just in preparation for our mining. And yeah, we'll do sort of one row at a time. Are we going to do any deep drilling? Probably not. We'll unlock the specialized limbs. Who knows what'll happen. Hey, gold discovered. Okay. So, a few quests. What I want to see is the lump of gold. Not too far away. Let's go and load ourselves up. Set to load. So it's Wolf, Holm, and Tracker. We're our 3 miners. And yeah, we'll bring all the pemmican with us. And we'll make sure they're set up to be allowed to consume that once they arrive. I mean, I suppose I could do it now and it doesn't really matter. What I could do, I suppose, is leave them on the default. Even if they end up eating some pemmican at home, maybe it's a range thing. Maybe if they're close enough to the paste dispenser, they will prioritize it. I don't know. We'll see. That's a fair amount of pemmican. I don't know if I can do a selective dump. Homie has done their loading. Tracker's done their loading. Wolf. Oh, it's the lifters helping. Okay. Launch. And drop in the center. Shupu. There's our gold. Not landing quite as close to it as before. And... Oh, no threats? Okay. Yeah, can I... Is this dump half? And that's... So that dumped 1 full stack of pemmican. Oh, that's quite cool. All right. Here, I'll drop another full stack over here. So we got a couple of spots. Wow, the gold mine's a lot faster. I guess gold is soft and plasteel is hard. I don't think we're going to need a sleep cycle over here. Wolf going for a little swim. Nice. I suppose we could even do some fishing here, but we're not going to. Okay, vac suit's done. Now we're going to do the helmets. All right, that's finished. Let's set to load our people, the pemmican, the gold, and yeah, we can bring these to smelt down for some stuff. Why not? Accept. Wow, that was quick. Okay, so we can start our advanced component production again. I could deconstruct them. I'm not going to do that. Yeah, those slag chunks are kind of all over, but that's fine. All right, back at home. A little bit of a harvest. We still have tons of food. Maybe I won't bother with another corn replant quite yet, because this is going to be a lot and some still growing. Yeah, that's going to be fine. We can always hunt more if we need to. We still have a little bit of meat. I might want to forbid the meat from going into these. Let's link these. I don't need to do the meat priority thing. Just turn off the meat. Passenger shuttle is loaded and ready. Launch. Go home. You know what? I think it was more like over here we did before. That's not where the last time was, but... Boom. Be funny if it could land on someone. All right, dump all that. And we have one lifter bot. Are you currently working on the cleaner? You are. We'll get a second lifter bot. I think that's going to be swell. We have a charger. We have a charger, right? Oh, yeah, it's over here. Yep. Okay. No, we can't move a mech recharger. Well, we'll clearly have to build one on the ship. Thank you for making chem fuel. We got to refill the shuttle, and occasionally we put a little bit in this chem fuel generator. But yeah, our power's been stable ever since then. And we still run a pretty deep deficit at night, but that's fine. We clearly have enough battery to tank that. That's okay. A little light over here, just keep movement speed up even at night, which is great. And yeah, make sure this spot is lit, which it should be, even though it's under the roof. Yeah, 50% lit. Good. There we go. Gestate clean sweep is done. Still has to go popped out. No, there it is. We'll put auto repairs on. You only pop out at 50% energy. Oh. That's a little annoying, to be honest. Couldn't make you with a full battery. We could have the taming just focused on one person. You know, like really max out maybe Okami's taming skill, but I think this is fine. And it does make sure that, like, these guys get roped properly pretty quickly. Okay, looks like we're out of meat. Hello, specialized limbs. So that was here. You know what? We'll pick up the biosculpting category. But yeah, we'll go and slaughter another one of these. And I don't want to do them all at once, because I don't want to end up with a bunch of rotting meat. But yeah, if we can keep converting this stuff to pemmican, that'll be grand. We're actually almost at 1,000 pemmican here. So we could hold off on slaughtering or butchering the last two. There might still be some taming going on, I'm not sure. Because we did set a limit for 1,000. Okay, and yeah, the cleaning is happening. So, I mean, I'll go and leave the haul and cleans on a 4 both. I brought the clean down a bit. It won't really change much for people. Well, I guess what's going to happen now is people will haul before the clean. And actually, they'll craft before the clean, which is actually kind of nice. The fabricator bots, which are nice for continually making the stone chunks, are a little bit deep into tech tree. I don't know if we'll do that. I think I'm quite happy with just a couple of lifters and a cleaner. And of course, we've got our, Android bots with Riveter and with Barnet. So we still have a pretty mechanical theme going on. We have both the little Star Wars, the messenger bots and things that go running around, as well as the Soong-type androids from Star Trek. And I like that combination. All right, still infinite wood, tons of steel. We did mark a lot of steel to be mined. Presumably, we might have finished doing all the mines. There's still tons of steel just sitting around. So yeah, we in fact have something like 4,000, maybe 4,500 steel kicking around right now. A ludicrous amount. But because we have both gold and plasteel, we can now make our components. Do I set up the second fabrication bench now? Maybe I do. Cancel this. To still figure out something. I'm going to move the Geed bank to, literally wherever. Here, I'll put it here. Oh, the interaction spot is there. Well, that's okay. I'll leave this here as a plan, but rotate it the other way around. Put a forbid, and then reinstall that right there. Okay, done. And yeah, I will go ahead and build another fabrication bench and put it right there. Hello, biosculpting. So that's good. We'll get the gene processors. Yeah, maybe Rogerio and Jack want to have a kid. In which case, we'll have to do some IVF. Kind of like that. Wait, that's outdoor. Is this not roofed? I guess it is a very big area. I hadn't realized. And may have never... Oh, I might have manually done some roofing and then that interfered with the auto roof part of it. But there we go. In the end, these areas also need to be roofed, and I don't know. It might happen automatically. We might just do a box roof later. Solar flare, that's actually kind of annoying. But it doesn't last that long. And what we're going to do is we're going to copy the jobs for the components. Regular components up top like this. Ultimately, we'll copy all these into there because we're going to be trashing this, but got a bionic leg job that's still in there. You need 4 components in total, right? Yeah, and the plasteel. But yeah, so now we can have 2 people at a time working on components. And this one here, maybe what I'll do is I'll bring the component refill jobs down like that. So if you have the components, this starts right away. And then if you can't do any of these, then you can help grind these out. But at the same time, someone else is going to work on these, and that's going to be okay. Rare thrumbos. I mean, we do hunt, right? Like, yes, they're majestic creatures and everything like that, but we do hunt from time to time. We are willing to do this. Yeah, I think we are going to come out here. It'd be great if they split. Are you going to come into the base? Because you do that sometimes. No. Because they can technically go through the walls. Where are you going? Just trying to set up, and you keep moving, and it's kind of annoying. Of my mailers, do any of them walk fast? No. Well, we're going to do our best. We've got a fair amount of firepower. I think we'll be okay. The mailers here. Wolf is going to be the first one. He's brave. He got caught. Get these things to slow down. There we go. You got this, Wolf. Yeah, good job. Well done. Okay. We'll just put hunt commands on these guys. Oops, not on you. All urgently on that. And yeah, finish off the thrumbo, please. Thank you. And then haul that. All right, got thrumbo 4. We also got thrumbo horns, which are devastatingly useful melee weapons. This is our first thrumbo pack here. Did I ignore the last one for a few different things? And I guess we don't have any dead corpse storage. Oh, we have enough for 1, and they've just got wicked amounts of overflow. Mechanoids. Okay. In attacking settlements, we would love to help you with that. This is terrifying, though. This is... Holy crap. We need some EMP shells. Honestly, we can live without these rewards. It feels like I want to help people, though. But that is scary. EMP shells. I don't think we had it in the list. I'm going to bring this way up, because it is going to be important to keep these around. We don't need a lot of them. Something like 10 of these should probably be plenty. Do until X, where X is 10. Yeah, we might say yes. So as soon as this gets butchered, then we'll have room for the other corpse. I kind of want this to happen fairly quickly. Jack the Ranger, I'm going to encourage you to come over here. Oh, Sardine is butchering. Okay, good. Because that'll clear the space. We'll get the other one in the freezer. Even if the other one doesn't get butchered instantly, that's okay. So let's go and give a little comparison here. We can't just look at the stats of this as is, because this is without any skill modifiers. So what we need to do is look at Tracker's actual longsword stats. Even then, it's not as impressive, but 9.4 and 36. So 9.4 damage per second and 36% melee armor per penetration. 9.4, 36. If I tell you to equip this Tracker, 9.4, 36. Now you're at 10.5 and 41. So it is clearly a better weapon. Now, Okami did have a plasteel longsword. So it'll be interesting to see how the numbers work out on that one. It's possible the plasteel longsword will be better. Our freezer is currently opened. That's no good. Let's put a haul urgently on that. I don't care where you put it. I just don't want it in the door, ruining our freezer. Please, someone. Thank you, Lifter. Yeah, and you're putting in there, there's going to be a rot. We need it to be pemmicaned. Oh yeah, but we're at our pemmican goal. Okay. Pemmican doesn't have to be... No, pemmican is fine. The meat... I mean, I could change my pemmican target just to do this. I could put a do forever on pemmican. If we have any meat, turn into pemmican immediately for storage, which isn't really necessary. I could turn this meat back on. You know what? At this point, it's probably fine. I'll do this, but we need to turn off human and insect meat, or we'll get some pretty cranky people. I think twisted meat is okay. I don't know. Maybe we'll turn that off. Feels weird. So it can be put there. It's not being put there at a higher priority or anything, though. Yeah, this is pretty nuts. We might get a little bit of meat rot, which is a big waste. We get a lot of meat out of the thrumbos. I guess... I guess I could not butcher this one right away. I'm going to put a forbid on that thrumbo. Yeah. So it's still frozen, which is great. We're going to keep it around. I'd love the second horn for Okami right now. But, yeah, let's wait a tiny bit. Okay. Do we go raid? Ancient stockpile. I think I kind of wanna. In which case, who goes out? Wolf, is this a persona sword? Yeah, calm thoughts. And yeah, the damage is actually pretty good. I was gonna say, the plasma sword's not gonna do anything against mechs, but it does have pretty good stats overall. Before I pick who's gonna go in here, I can just do this. I can say, hey, load in all this pemmican. And we might bring some bots, so let's bring in some beer with us. I don't think we're gonna need a lot. And medicine. Regular medicine. And let's go for like 30. Okay. We'll load that in. No personnel being loaded yet. Because what I can do for the personnel is I can just grab them and then right-click on the shuttle to send them that way. Which might be a little simpler. I don't know how much of a difference it makes too much. But we'll bring Wolf and some, if not all of our shooters, I don't know. So, okay. Under biotech... Now, I don't need the gene extractor. What do I need to, like, fertilize an egg? Because I think what I do is I would extract the egg from Jack, right? Which is, I think, just a medical procedure? Extract ovum. Let's give you proper industrial level medicine for these processes. Come here. Wolf. Still our best doctor. Gene processor. I mean, who knows? We could do some shenanigans there. We don't need the archogenetics yet. Yeah, let's just keep going down some of this stuff. All right, so we have this. Now we want to fertilize from Roger. I mean, as fun as it would be to do some like gene shenanigans, because you're a baseliner and Roger's a baseliner as well. It'd be fun to do some gene shenanigans, but this couple, they want to have a baby. So, Roger, come over here and milt all over it. Thank you. Presumably, did it really give it little heart symbols? That's crazy. Yeah, it probably has to be in one of our stockpiles to count for surgery, doesn't it? So then, Jack, you're still sedated. No. Harvest, remove. Euthanize, oh, implant. No. I keep seeing that. Implant, that's what I want. But no, IUD is not what we're looking for. How does it work? Oh, from here. Implant into Jack. Ooh, it's only 4%, dependent on fertility of the... Oh! Right, we can just use a surrogate. Because it has a very low chance of holding. Who would be so kind? Hermione is 35. Colmian is 33. Riveter's a robot? But you know what? Maybe these robots have like an optional like womb module that can be installed temporarily. I kind of like this lore, actually. It's kind of entertaining to me. It's just like a mobile little like, growth vat. Wait. We can just put you into a growth vat directly? We should just do that. Have I done this one before? I don't know if I have. Okay, it'll take 9 days. That's fine. Yeah, but we'll just grow the baby in there. Okay. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-boo. Components, work left, yeah. There's your little EMPs over there. I could put a shelf for the EMPs. In fact, I will. I'm going to do this. Clear all critical EMP shells. Okay, so now insert embryo of Jack and Roger. There we go. Look at our first little baby. I mean, we even have the little training room and it's set up. It was set up for Barnet, I think. Awesome. I'm gonna turn off meals. Just use raw food. Yeah, just use raw food for this, which I should have said earlier. Hay is rotted. Okay, that's fine. Jack's up again. Wait, was someone feeding you kibble? Maybe your hauling kibble is like a meal? I don't know. Item produced. Oh, there's a free chem fuel. And yeah, we're getting some meat rot, which is disappointing. Well, the sooner we load this, the sooner people will start a new kibble job, which might be a good idea. So, like, I might want to make sure... Well, we've got lots of cooks. I'm going to say, as long as I leave one of them behind. Let's leave... So, Jack doesn't go because you're not a fighter. So, let's definitely leave Roger behind. Do we bring everyone else other than the maileers? I think so. The nice thing... If we do get raided, and who knows where we're at with Cassandra. In fact, we're fairly due. We can pop back in the shuttle and come back. It's not going to be instant... And obviously, there's a little cooldown, but I think the cooldown's probably going to be fine. Do I want to bring some EMP grenades with me? I think I just want to blow things up real quick. The mechs at these places aren't terrifying. It'd be great to get the underslung little grenade launcher. I gotta say, this legendary charge rifle. It doesn't have any mods, which is too bad. But it is going to be devastatingly powerful. That's really nice. Okay, I think I'll put a cut in here, but yeah, next episode, what's going to happen, everyone's already queued up to pop in here. They'll get in, we're going to launch, and I think we're going to go here. Oh, we got 2 of these sites, probably within range. But yeah, we'll do this one first, and that'll go a long way towards building this up. Again, we can go to space, we can mine out some backstone. Well, if there was an asteroid nearby, I guess I might need to build a space scanner. And I guess until we're launching, like, this limit only matters for the launch. I can go and build all the grav light plating everywhere, assuming I had some plating. Now, we're going to get some from this because these grav core sites tend to always give us some grav light panels as well. So we'll be able to fill in more of this. But yeah, we can make our own grav light if we go to space. But yeah, I might want to... Have we unlocked it? Probably. The orbital scanner. Yeah, we're going to want to build this. I think it has to be outside. It probably can't be moved. I really strongly suspect we're going to end up with... Yeah, we need the substructure in place. What about the orbital scanner? No, that can be anywhere. We might just build it here and then, like, just trash it and rebuild it later, which is entirely possible. If I knew exactly where the nacelles were, I could plan on putting this in a place. But yeah, ultimately, we're going to need an open air area. I guess our shuttle bay is going to be an open air area, and that'll be a place for our scanners, wherever our shuttle bay ends up getting placed, which, who knows? Yeah, it might just be worth building. We don't have the advanced components right now, but we will. I suppose what I could do is build it here with the idea that we might keep this open air for our first trip. Or I really think we're going to end up putting the larger fuel tanks back here, and this is all going to get part of our design. I'm going to go and unforbid this. I'm going to plan on a orbital scanner. It doesn't have an obvious work spot, which is weird to me. And like, it literally can't be blocked. Is there not a work spot like there is for this? Do people just sit adjacent? Oh, this one is passive. It doesn't need a work spot. It doesn't need to be outside, but it doesn't need a work spot. All right, we'll just stick it here for now. And yeah, I'll put the plating underneath it just in case I decide to leave with it, and then it'll come with us. Otherwise, yeah, we might just do a bunch of deconstruction. But yeah, we're going to stop here. Folks, thanks a lot for watching. I'm going to see you next time where we are going to raid a spot for a grav core. Bye-bye.